In Stoic teachings, for key principles help a daughter-in-law live harmoniously with her mother-in-law. In the Anguttara Nikaya, the Stoic advised newly married women that entering the husband's family can be challenging. So, bride must follow certain principles. She should respect her parents-in-law, serve them thoughtfully as if they were her own parents, and honor the relatives and friends of her husband's family. By doing this, the new daughter-in-law creates an atmosphere of peace and harmony within the home. The Stoic also taught that a daughter-in-law who wishes to live peacefully with her mother-in-law must remember 4 words: filial piety, affection, virtue, and morality. First, filial piety. Filial piety is the foundation of human virtue. Among all virtues, filial piety stands first. Confucius taught that children must honor and care for their parents with sincerity and respect. When parents fall ill, children must worry with all their heart. When parents pass away, children must grieve deeply and conduct ceremonies with reverence. The Stoic taught that among thousands of good deeds, filial piety is the greatest. Among countless virtuous actions, filial piety is the most important. Parents raise and nurture their children without expecting repayment. Therefore, when a daughter-in-law calls her husband's mother mom, she should understand the sacred position of that title. Her husband's mother gave birth to the man she loves. Showing filial piety is the most fitting expression of gratitude. Second, affection. No one in life can avoid the influence of emotion. A mother-in-law and daughter-in-law should not view each other as rivals. A mother loves her son with the love of a parent. A wife loves her husband with the love of a partner. Both women share affection for the same man, one as a mother, one as a spouse. Emotional bonds are delicate and complex. Relationships can only thrive when both sides practice patience, understanding, and emotional cooperation. Harmony comes from joint effort, not from one-sided sacrifice. Third, morality Tao. A master once taught his students, morality is not far away. It exists in your conscience and your goodness. Morality is found by looking inward. Before becoming a daughter-in-law, one is first a child. If you know how to be a good child, you will also know how to treat your mother-in-law properly. Your mother-in-law gave birth to the man you love and desire to spend your life with. Living morally with your mother-in-law means fulfilling part of your husband's filial duties. On his behalf, if you only consider your biological mother as your true mother and disregard your husband's mother, you are acting selfishly and straying from moral principles. Everyone makes mistakes speaking harshly, lying, being disrespectful, but these actions violate morality and reduce your blessings. One day, you too will become a mother-in-law or a mother. How would you want to be treated? A daughter-in-law should view her mother-in-law as her own mother, and the mother-in-law should guide, teach, and support her daughter-in-law with kindness. Understanding that the young woman is still new and sure of the family's customs, and still learning her way. Mutual understanding brings harmony and warmth to the home. Fourth, virtue. There is a famous story about a monk who saw a scorpion drowning and lifted it from the water. The scorpion stung him, but the monk did not react with anger. Moments later, the scorpion fell into the water again, and the monk saved it once more, only to be stung again. A witness asked, "Why save it when it harms you?" The monk replied, "Its nature is to sting. My nature is to save. Why should I allow its nature to change mine?" This lesson applies to the relationship between mother-in-law and daughter-in-law. Be good because it reflects who you are, not because others deserve it. A person with virtue can transform those around them. A person without virtue only creates more suffering. The four golden principles, filial piety, affection, morality, and virtue, were taught by the Stoic to help people live rightly. If we practice and harmonize these four principles, we fulfill our ethical duties and bring blessings to our home. When we live with virtue, good fortune naturally arises. A teaching by the late Venerable Thich described the beauty of virtue. A virtuous person practices compassion, removes suffering, shares joy, lives humbly, endures patiently, and chooses kindness. Virtue protects, uplifts, and brings peace to those around them. There is a story of a newly married woman who struggled deeply with her mother-in-law. Their constant conflicts made home life unbearable. Desperate, she sought a healer and begged for poison to kill her mother-in-law. The healer refused at first, but eventually agreed on one condition: she must care for her mother-in-law with love, obedience, and respect while secretly giving her medicine. In reality, the medicine was harmless, but as the daughter-in-law treated her mother-in-law kindly, both women changed. The mother-in-law grew loving. The daughter-in-law became gentle. They bonded deeply. One day, terrified, the young woman begged the healer for an antidote. The healer smiled. "The poison was never in my medicine. It was in your mind. And through kindness, you have already removed it." In life, we must remember the 4 principles: filial piety, affection, morality, and virtue to create peace and harmony. The worth of a person is not measured by wealth, but by these values. Mother-in-law and daughter-in-law may not be related by blood, but they are bound by love, duty, and shared family. A respectful daughter-in-law today will receive the same respect when she becomes a mother-in-law tomorrow. This is the law of cause and effect. A peaceful home is built on virtue, respect, order, and cultural tradition. When the relationship between mother-in-law and daughter-in-law is harmonious, the entire family is peaceful. When it is broken, conflict arises and happiness collapses. Therefore, a daughter-in-law must remember these 4 principles so the relationship can thrive. Dear friends, this concludes today's message. Thank you for listening and reflecting with us. Closing message: Stoicism Philosophy Daily. Stoicism Philosophy Daily. We share timeless wisdom to help you live with clarity, compassion, and emotional balance. May these teachings guide you to build peaceful relationships, cultivate inner strength, and create harmony within your home and your heart.